Get ready for action because the tennis world is in turmoil. Jannik Sinner, Sabalenka, and Gauff have voiced their deep disappointment over the prize money at the French Open, revealing a serious lingering dispute with the Grand Slam tournament organizers. They aren't just talking about the money. These top players have brought up major demands regarding better representation, health, and pensions that officials have completely ignored. This is a fight for the future of the sport, and we are breaking down exactly what these players are demanding right now.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at the incredible dominance of Jannik Sinner as he heads into his home Italian Open, with Carlos Alcaraz sidelined by a right wrist injury. Experts are calling Sinner unstoppable, pointing to his incredible consistency and the fact that he has won 5 consecutive Masters 1000 events. We dive into what coaches are saying about his potential and why this tournament is so crucial for his season moving forward. We turn our attention to the broader issue shaking the tennis world, the players' share of tournament revenue. A group including Jannik Sinner, Sabalenka, and Gauff has slammed the prize money levels at Roland Garros, arguing that the players' share of revenue has plummeted from 15.5% to just 14.9%. We examine the staggering figures showing how the prize money increase hasn't kept pace with the tournament's massive revenue growth. Finally, we look at the core of the conflict, the financial imbalance at Roland Garros. The players are demanding a 22% share of revenue to match other major events, pointing out that despite a 14% increase in tournament revenue, the prize money rise of just 5.4% leaves players far short of what they deserve. Don't miss the full story on the fight for fair financial distribution and what happens next in the Grand Slam governance battle. Stay with us. Top tennis stars, including Jannik Sinner, Sabalenka, and Gauff, have voiced deep disappointment regarding the prize money structure at the French Open, stemming from an ongoing dispute with tournament organizers. The players' dissatisfaction follows the French Open's announcement last month that Roland Garros' prize money had increased by approximately 10%, bringing the overall pot to €61.7 million. However, the players contend that this increase does not adequately reflect their contribution to the tournament's revenue. A statement released on Monday indicated that the players' share of Roland Garros tournament revenue has declined, dropping from 15.5% in 2024 to a projected 14.9% in 2026. The group highlighted that while tournament officials cited a 14% year-on-year increase in revenue, with the tournament generating €395 million in 2025, the prize money rise of only 5.4% reduced the players' share to 14.3%. They argued that with estimated revenues exceeding €400 million for the current tournament, the prize money percentage would likely remain below 15%. Falling short of the 22%, the players have requested to align Grand Slams with ATP and WTA combined 1,000 events. Beyond prize money, the disgruntled players have also raised several other unresolved demands, including improved representation, better health provisions, and enhanced pension schemes. The French Open organizers have yet to issue an immediate response to the players' statement. The clay court major is scheduled to commence on May 24. Jannik Sinner appears to be in unstoppable form as he heads into his home Italian Open, following a dominant performance at the Madrid Open. Sinner secured the men's singles final against Alexander Zverev, celebrating the victory by holding the trophy. The match saw Zverev grab his racket, while Sinner celebrated his triumph. Entering the tournament with Carlos Alcaraz sidelined due to a right wrist injury, Sinner's form has been exceptional. Analysts suggest that the top-ranked Italian is currently untouchable, citing Zverev's assessment that Sinner is very stable and doesn't have dips. Sinner's Madrid Open title marks his first victory in 5 consecutive Masters 1000 events outside of the Grand Slams, extending his winning streak to 23 matches, and he has not lost since a quarterfinal loss in February. Despite this dominance, coach Simone Vagnazzi noted that Sinner is still developing, emphasizing that reaching a perceived peak can hinder motivation. Sinner dismissed speculation about resting before the French Open, confirming his intention to play in Rome, stating, "Playing at home is always very special. Physically, I'm good. There is no reason not to play Rome." This run positions Sinner to potentially become the first Italian man to win the trophy at the Foro Italico since Adriano Panatta in 50 years, and to claim his first Grand Slam title at Roland Garros. Sinner maintains a perfect 18-0 career record against fellow Italians in the top 20. On the women's side, the clay season presents different dynamics. Top player Aryna Sabalenka achieved a sunshine double on hard courts, but faced a loss in the Madrid quarterfinals. Meanwhile, four-time French Open champion Iga Swiatek retired from a third-round match due to illness. Marta Kostyuk claimed a WTA 1000 title in Madrid, while last year's Rome featured Jasmine Paolini, sweeping both singles and doubles titles. Jannik Sinner is widely regarded as unstoppable as he heads into his home Italian Open, with rival Carlos Alcaraz sidelined by a right wrist injury. With major tournaments like the French Open and Wimbledon looming, Sinner's dominant form has solidified his position as a top contender. Analysts note Sinner's remarkable consistency, with one commentator stating, "He doesn't have dips or phases where he goes down," attributing his world #1 ranking to this stability. Sinner's recent achievements include winning 5 consecutive Masters 1000 events and extending his winning streak to 23 matches, having not lost since a quarterfinal loss in February. Despite his success, coaches point out that Sinner is still developing, suggesting he has not yet reached his full potential. Sinner has firmly rejected any notion of resting before Rome, emphasizing the significance of playing at home. This tournament represents the only Masters Series event Sinner has yet to win. Historically, Sinner has faced challenges against fellow Italians, boasting a perfect 18-0 career record against them. On the women's side, the clay season remains competitive, with Aryna Sabalenka showing flashes of form but facing setbacks, including a loss to Hailey Baptiste. Meanwhile, Iga Swiatek retired from Madrid due to illness, and Marta Kostyuk secured a WTA 1000 title. The focus remains squarely on Sinner's quest to capture his first Italian Open title since Adriano Panatta in 50 years, alongside aiming for a Grand Slam victory. Leading tennis players, including Jannik Sinner, Aryna Sabalenka, and Coco Gauff, have voiced deep disappointment regarding the prize money structure at Roland Garros, citing a perceived shrinking share of tournament revenue and ongoing disputes with Grand Slam organizers. The statement highlighted that the players' share of Roland Garros tournament revenue has declined from 15.5% in 2024 to a projected 14.9% in 2026. The players contended that despite an announced prize money increase of approximately 10% for an overall pot of €61.7 million, the financial distribution remains inadequate. They pointed out that tournament officials reported Roland Garros generated €395 million in revenue in 2025, a 14% year-on-year increase, yet the prize money rose by only 5.4%, reducing the players' share of revenue to 14.3%. This figure falls significantly short of the 22% that the players have demanded to align Grand Slams with the ATP and WTA combined 1,000 events, noting that prize money as a percentage of estimated tournament revenues will likely remain below 15%. Beyond prize money, the players emphasize that they have other unresolved demands, including better representation, improved health provisions, and better pension schemes. They expressed frustration over the lack of response to previous proposals concerning player welfare and fair, transparent representation in Grand Slam decision-making. The group reiterated their unified desire for meaningful progress in both financial distribution and governance. They criticized the Grand Slams for resisting change, arguing that the absence of player consultation and insufficient investment in player welfare demonstrate a system that fails to adequately represent the interests of the sport's central figures.